Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Fawful's Minion. Today we're here with the top 10 masked figures in video games. These are basically the figures that, well, we don't see because they're hiding behind a mask. You know, like Kirby's Mennonite, the Metal Gear Grey Fox, Ryo Hayabusa. Basically, if they wear a mask, they count. Whether temporary or not, let's see who makes it to the list. Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if you recognize any of them. Let's go.
Channel powered by Patreon and YouTube memberships. Pledge or join today if you want to keep it strong. And shoutouts to those who already have.
Here we go.
At one slip of the mask, in my dark secrets, you bask. All these seasonal style countdowns may be fun, but they take a certain taste to watch. I mean, not everyone's gonna want to be scared by levels and enemies, abstracted by mutants and loneliness, or even shout Mario or oh god! But be it either self-taught or debt-fraught, we're all educated in the art of playing pretend, wearing costumes, makeup, and most legendarily, the masks. You see, the thing about face value, its price is fixed. So in a world where every soul pines for unworldly worth, why set a limit? Turns out, an awful lot of characters don't, concealing the keystone of their identity with materials, might, and motives unknown. Something so simple, iconic, and effortlessly powerful. Its allure is genuinely supernatural. Why didn't I think of this before? It's one of the most common, most popular character concepts of all time. And it's time for gaming to sell me its stock. Couple of notes. I'm working with both the literary meaning of masked, meaning concealed, and the layman's meaning of a decorated face. So the character doesn't have to wear a conventional mask and isn't required to have their face covered 100% of the time. They just gotta have an obscured face be a defining character trait. Also like the video and subscribe. It's polite. Join me in hand. These masks are coming off.
Start up with number 10.
The word association game is one of the edutainment genre's best, for not only recreating grammar, literal wordplay, but for coding how we emotionally define things. If I say mask, what do you think of? It's horror, scary, and killer, isn't it? Yeah, fake faces have been made infamous as the cheapest, cleanest human hinge pin remover. Committing monstrous sins is a lot easier when nobody knows who the hell you even are. Or the game you're from. Ghostwire Tokyo is pretty much Bioshock for weebs, trading mutation and social ruin under the sea for ectomancy and the occult in the capital of Japan. If you would, Doctor, through the skin and in my veins! But should its riveting main antagonist succeed, skin's gonna fall out of fashion. Greetings Snapchat filters, Vampire Woodamere, this masked ghost of a man adopts an interesting flavor of secretive supervillain, so deeply bonded to his style of facewear that he named himself after it. Hanya splices the motives of Spider-Verse Kingpin and Pokemon Cyrus with an energy I could only describe as M-rated Danny Phantom, applying his nebulous spiritual might and legions of Onryo and yokai towards the terrifying merging of the living world and underworld, ascending all to what he calls our true form, souls sealed within skin, and reuniting with his deceased family while unifying all that ever was in a painless supernatural paradise.
That's fucked up.
Okay, no more ghost stories before bed, mister. Hanya walks that fine line of badass, creepy, and even thoughtful. And though the game's played straight, free of crazy twists, and he himself is primarily a cutscene king, all this combines to form an evil my mind oddly never forgot. Despite clearly having attended some classes at the X-Death School of helps that the guy's visual and vocal design both fuck one of the best looking masks to curse this list. It's like a Studio Ghibli reanimated The Strangers. Yeah, makes me turn around out of paranoia every time. And to my fellow basic bitch Americans, if you play this for the first time, trust me, play it with the Japanese voices. Hearing such dour, sinister proclamations spoken so well in a language foreign to you, I barely blinked. It was so effective.
Yeah, a lot of games are pretty good with the Japanese voice acting.
This video needed a classical masked horror figure, and damn, I do not regret this final choice.
First one, Anya. And
it's clear to see why both the imaginative and the introverted love the bestseller in face fashion. Roleplay don't get much spicier than pretending to like Canadian stick dancing, but how did literally everyone get so into it? Drama queens. Indeed, masks are masterful dramatic devices, concealing twists and emboldening emotional writing as easily as...
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Mother.
Bet Nintendo would love to turn me into their own robotic puppet for poking this nerve again. Oh wait, Mother 3's well-earned infamy as a serrated violin bow for your heartstrings may trick non-players into assuming, oh, it's all just quick burst of drama. Kinda like that? Getting a needle. Oh, you motherfuck. No. Despite being Earthbound's little brother, this game doesn't wax poetic in the same quick rip. It's a slow peel. In the islands of nowhere, Gygas's trickle-down malevolence assails a tiny, stoic community through the form of the Pig Mask Army, a legion subjugated by the still profaned Porky Minch. And at its heart, not mother, but brother. Twins Lucas and Klaus are divided in the worst way possible. A chimera of the Pig Mask's making mortally wounds a tragically brave Klaus, causing him to vanish from public embrace. And within a few years' time, the psycho swines swear to a new commander. Oh, my aching oh shit face.
Yep.
They play dumb, cause they know you're bracing. Massively pointless spoiler alert, Klaus, as the masked man, is the masks are a conduit for dramatic twist point I just made in full, no, bloated effect. Shocking. Not because you can't tell who he is. Clark Kent looks like a stick bug on a fucking tree next to this, but because you dread what that means. What does Lord Oof Pigler want with my brother? Take it from a figurative Nintendrone. This literal Nintendrone defends the rich, evil super entity with not a single shred of mimetic irony. Underneath all the augments and armor lives nothing. Klaus is gone. Nothing but a PK Love-powered husk, appointed puller of the 7 needles. How about that? One day you're sleeping next to each other in cradles. Next thing you know, you're fighting over a coin flip for the apocalypse. All because the poor kid played hero. Never have the words, "oh brother," hurt so much.
No kidding. Feel bad for him.
Returning to the minutia of face value for a moment here, there is a strong, albeit fleeting, benefit to relying on it. Potential for trust. Sure, there's no truly telling whether or not a warm smile intends to burn you, but there's still that chance at a new friend. Masks destroy that, and your side eye works Rockstar Games crunch time trying to see through it. All the tenser when a game my skull balls instantly locked the fuck onto, pulls that out as its ace. First time playing Gravity Circuit? Thank you, Phil. I couldn't possibly imagine it would ever tell me to look at something other than its Mega Man X face, Strider / Ninja Gaiden Schmoves, and Mega Man Extreme Drip. God damn, I love indies.
That's cool.
But what ho? A big flashing neon sign on legs shows up out of nowhere and ain't fooling nobody. 90% cloak, hoarder of question marks, suspiciously knowledgeable, conveniently gives us new powers. We here at Not an Idiot Anonymous have a name for dudes like this, and it's... Oh, I picked the wrong day to be white. Nega over here was instantly pegged as the how do you do, fellow good persons twist villain by literally everyone. And boy, Mr. Everyone felt stupid that day. It's revealed that the virus war was progenerated by a titan machine called the Commander Circuit as revenge against its 9 warrior disciples, created for the shared purpose of conquering the planet, bonding to the planet, and forsaking their ancient programming in favor of harmonizing with humanity. 8 of them were eventually reclaimed. And underneath that shady sangria cloak, the lone surviving mind, the original you, Earth's first ever Gravity Circuit. This was amazing to learn that your heroic title, the actual, literal game title, was handed down by one who failed to what was once a passerby nobody, a common nameless bot, in desperate hopes you may eventually make this new dream of peace come true. It gives gravitas a whole higher tier of meaning. We all expected to get sucked by a fistful of ham, but instead got Proto Man perfected. Not a lazy twist villain, but a hard-earned twist hero. Nega, just as much as Kai, was the heart of this secretly thoughtful story. His wise kindness, now knowing that none of it was fake. Its power, like becoming best friends with the lost half of your own soul and discovering why it got lost, almost makes you never want to judge a face ever again. Can't believe I had to be reminded to put this guy on here. Based girlfriend, thank you, sweetie. And thank you, Nega, for proving that good guys don't always finish last.
True. I mean, it almost feels like a Captain Falcon kind of deal. Like, you know, when one dies, they pass on the title to another to hopefully move on. Like, think about it. That's what the thing was. Like, Nega failed and moved on to Kai. So he would become the next Gravity Circuit. I mean, that seems like what's going on here, but I don't know. If that's true, or at least close, let me know, but anyway, next. Number 7.
Don't let them see you cry. That saying disturbs me. Not that crying is alien to me, I was there when Concord died. But because being scared to cry is dangerous, depriving your mind of social sorrow. It's like plugging up a shotgun barrel. This is
eventually
a terrifying use case for masks. As a decorative blast door imprisoning all agony, permitting chaos to string you like a puppet. Five Nights at Freddy's was a simple but powerful mechanical mix-up for horror games.
You know, purple guy?
All it took was our simple but powerful curiosity to fear something greater for it to become just that. The whole series became us desperate to peel back a killer's mask as we metaphorically tripped over his pile of victims. And it was his first, which placed them in formation. Though Freddy leads the marketing, it's the puppet who truly leads this army. Once a security device meant to protect the co-owner Henry's daughter Charlotte, evolved into her own metaphorical physical prison from which she orchestrates vengeance upon Afton. Sure, she was a fun, spooky gameplay hazard as a killer jack-in-the-box that cheese-proofed this game of Pop Goes the Flatline, but what I truly adore is what this character became. A sweet little girl taken far too early, nobly dedicating her unspeakable, agonizing afterlife to empowering every victim destroyed by her boogeyman. The actual animatronics role of giving gifts at a prize counter poignantly carried over to Charlie's supernatural vigilante creed, giving life to the remaining robotic cast via the souls of the missing children's incident. She's immensely heroic for a child. And although the actual puppet animatronic itself does wear a mask, what made me lock in this choice was the massive corporeal disconnect. Think about it. Effectively, the entire body is a mask. We grasp her conflict, but never really get to know her, how she truly feels. Look, I'm normally Mr. All Ears, the volunteer therapist, but my heart pains just listening to friends vent about their work week. To hear all that detailed torment, all the profound tragedy trapped within this cold, crude, pantomime robot. You gotta be fucking kidding, man. This music soothes the savage beast. Please don't wake up the baby. One slip, one miss, one twist of the wrist. Pop goes the flat line.
Pretty much. Pop goes the hard line.
One fact of life is that there are certain rules one must abide by in order to at least not get banned. But the less coherently inclined amongst us sleep in this real comfy loophole. You don't gotta face facts if you don't have a face. Some special few wear masks like the world's most powerful doctor's note, explaining away and getting away with the Mad Max dirt race that is their thought patterns.
Okay.
My guy, he is shy. Best not pry, else you fucking die. Toad may be the actual literal mushroom, but we all know who the real fun guy is in this kingdom, with voice acting chops a mere screw twist away from the cuckoo's mating call. Shy Guy is the reason bullies prep their last will and testament before trying the Quiet Kid. Gots to leaves the corner or something as the first original masked figure ever in gaming. This robe with shoes draws the absolute simplest image of the archetype. A blank. Honoring the cartoon comedy code of I am the workforce, Shy Guys choose to express their anonymity through doing fucking anything for reasons they won't ever care to question. Fire stunts, game show gambling, stilt walking, tribal LARP sessions, army service, dress and drag, and do the hula muck bang, hosting jackass, poke you with stick, tracking down loads of toad chode, I mean anything. Who named you? You ain't shy for shit. Oh, that's your serial killer title. Huh. Am I allowed to smile for my milk carton picture? Shy Guy is, by a cosmic kilometer, the most developed enemy type in all Mario, with 85 variants and over 15 notable members. More than Goombas and Koopas combined. Fly Guy, Ghost Guy, Slurp Guy, Bomb Guy, Black Guy, White Guy, Very White Guy, Game Guy, Animal Guy, Fawful Guy, Fat Guy. Why are half of these just me? Bandits, Lantern Ghosts, Bezos, even Sniffits. With so many different hobbies, personalities, forms, and even allegiances, there's no pinning down these goated goblins. A fun trend, most definitely. And it's great that the prototypical masked video game character represents such an appealing, relatable reason to wear them. No face, no rules. And if someone calls the cops, well, you can just let yourself off with a warning.
I don't think you do
Guys
that,
will be guys.
Next.
Hope knows no fear. And with impossible standards of the human image as scary and real as they are, it probably shouldn't, no. Beyond the cop-out of keeping my average everyday life safe, I feel this is an extremely powerful motivator for superheroes to hide behind their mask. To emblematize hope means being an image those you're fighting for could only hope to grasp. We come to Halo for
Master
the
Chief,
promise of killing aliens and winning against the worst. But we stay for the hope of remaining human and fighting for better. And all it took was a guy named John just trying his best. Master Chief puts forth an aura like nobody else, despite looking like everybody else. Fitted into intergalactic fatigues before legal adulthood, Jesus Christ, UNSC's first ever fully successful Spartan 2 augment prevailed onward as humanity's crowned guardian, becoming the most mythic military figure in the universe, winning wars, annihilating alien monsters, preventing several galactic genocides. Seriously, Army Jesus is pretty damn dead on. What's truly fantastic about Chief, and why I celebrate him here, is that he's the face of Earth's resolve, yet we never see his. As an adult,
thank you.
As a whole you don't shit out of, augmenting John's superhero credentials with the simple forbidding of his organic identity melds the valor of Captain America with the mythic intensity of Michael Myers, epitomizing actions over words stronger than any fictional character I've ever seen. All the amazing promise of mankind without its challenging image. If you love Master Chief, it is entirely because of what he does. Because there is nothing else. That's beautiful, man. Of course, his identity as a sentient symbol that barely had a true human life is also partly tragic. I nearly cried when he froze up after almost reflexively hugging Fernando back. God, Infinite's campaign fucking rules. While other masked figures are more versatile in their concealment, as Chief is more straightforward and definite than even many of those ranked below him, the simplistic power of his niche was oddly too special for me to look away. We're all at ease, with the Master on our side.
Amen. I love to shoot him up.
Imagination's the gravy of humanity. We taste damn dry without it. And stupid bitches opting to hold that shit instead of eating good is where we get the word boring. It's all perspective, this life thing. You know, one man's flawless comfort is another man's pinata texture. And that weird metaphor moved me to dissect why somebody would want to force my favorite shooter character to bleed candy. Nah, I got nothing. Nary a flag redder than one getting burnt to a crisp. But what bitch dumb enough to talk shit about red in front of Satan's personal power washer? Pyro main is the smelliest, crustiest item on the TF2 community's Joke Night flashcard. But jokes mean nothing when you know nothing about what you're joking about. So permit the character's most devoted diehard to scientifically relay why Bernie Boy so goddamn good. While the other 8 mercenaries hold iconic personalities all their own, Pyro's personality is truly all our own, insulated by the ancient embrace of the unknown. All but one baseline character trait of this bastard, loving fire, is a complete mystery. Name, gender, nationality, morality, hell, species, and sentience, we get nothing! Good day, sir! Now, for those who struggle or don't enjoy co-creating their amusement, this is boring. Hell, it's probably disturbing. But for those who do, Pyro is the game. Smokey Bear's sleep paralysis demon is the most impressive avatar I've ever seen in gaming, because this airtight concealment of detail means the entire character's concept is yours to behold. This is the reason furries of all demographics unironically worship Pyro. Their entire lifestyle of creative, customized expression is baked into the class's core design. And sure, to see a hazmat-clad skits cracker offering free Darth Vader makeup tutorials and think ooh ooh kissy kissy is tricky to relate to, but it doesn't have to be freaky. Me personally, I like a 70-30 balance of cool to cute for my style, and about the same ratio of power to support for my plays. But with so much variety in cosmetic and combat, anybody who values their own imagination can get lost in playing Pyro. And that is such a wonderful privilege that I cannot believe anybody would depreciate. Oh, yeah, get annoyed at his gameplay all you want. The FPS equivalent of sneezing into a leaf blower ain't for everyone. But also remember that leaf blowers are cool.
Well, true. I think that's kind of one of the beauties of TF2. I mean, you don't have to play as the class itself. There are other ways you could play it. You know, with Pyro, you could blast away, sure, but you could also reflect and play the defense class, you know? Think about it. You can pretty much make the class whatever you want. I mean, heck, if you've seen Lazy's video, there's the Battle Engineer. You know, SMG Sniper and all that. You know? I mean, hey, playstyle's up to you as well as the cosmetics. I mean, think about it. That makes it all fun. Honestly, I actually do play in Pyro, like, in TF2, so I know the feeling. Anyway, so we're here, hitting the end. Let's wrap it up. Last three, here we go.
One problem with, shall we say, elevated fashion is that it can take away from the wearer. You beg us to, hey, look at me, in a way that forces us to do the objective opposite. It's, what are those? Not, who are you? Feel me?
I'm Jorah.
Skull Kid is the best proof of this concept I could have ever asked for. Cause nobody asks for him. It's always the psycho demon mask that people love and remember. But its wearer is what gave such terrifying chaos, equally terrifying meaning. The story of this forlorn forest child earned its legendary prose from geniuses of Japan monstrifying the haunted mask, where one so young becomes strayed from the biggest, most powerful beings in his life, his friends. Hope finds him again, only for disaster to strike. Playfully rummaging through a mystic stranger's belongings uncovers a treasure that really speaks to him.
May we play till doomsday.
And like that, the morose, spiked heart with eyes is cashed as a currency to buy Skull Kid a freedom nothing else can. A new life. From here until staff roll, the living, breathing mask of Majora wages depraved devastation upon what many passionately theorize to be a world of his and Skull Kid's joint making. People from Hyrule he already knew, now assuming different roles and personas in what's clearly a different world. It's like the most fucked up escapism ever. You unknowingly stick a damn demon on your face and it uses your memories to actualize a new yet symbolically nostalgic world. Only to dangle a tiny hourglass Elmer's glued to astrological Armageddon over it. That's a terrible fate indeed. But for believers in this theory, the actual Skull Kid's special role in it as a tortured, subconscious narrator, it's all show and no tell for how a lonesome soul feels about a world he didn't meet alone. Everything hurts. Nothing makes sense. Nobody likes me. Maybe I'm the problem. As a once defiant, stoic kid who commonly lost friends himself, I promise you, this handcrafted accuracy makes aim hack software look blind. And this personalized projection of his lost friends as Termina's guardian giants who literally bear the weight of the world. His world. Perfect. Not only does Skull Kid's legacy perfect the bloodless horror birthed by the worst of masked superstition, it teaches the rare beauty in being taken with something as granted as your own face.
Thanks, take on a body, yikes.
Look at her.
Oh, Ogrepon!
I would die for her. I
I would kill for her.
Hey, yo! To the Oven Bakers Guild, Le Cinnamon Roll. She has done. Of all the comments left on top 10 Generation 9 Pokemon, those which express abject shock and or threats of liver shanking at Ogerpon's omission echoed the loudest.
Wasn't it out
Hey,
by then?
guys,
I don't know.
Don't worry. She was number 11. Those Palafin jokes were just too damn good. Opposite to the enchanted iceberg, her ancient indigo associate is sealed within. The tail of the teal-tinted cutie pie of Kitakami is powered by Pokemon's transformative mastery of cultural adaptation, expertly subverting the Japanese pop fable of Momotaro. A basic bitch monkey, dog, and pheasant, respectively wishing for brains, brawn, and beauty, became employed by a sentient spectral Pechaberry as retainers, granting their selfish wishes through the toxic
here,
chains
they're the
which
villains.
now bind
And
them.
Ogerpon's actually
Monkey
the good.
Dory, Okidoggy, and Pheasantipity bowed to their peachy king, fetching his bounty of magical masks from a famed craftsman and his treasured but shy Oni companion. They fucking jumped, mugged, and killed him, man! Leaving poor, sweet little Ogerpon with nothing but the teal mask her best friend slash found father died and vanished holding.
So,
Who's dying?
And for justly flushing shit down the corporeal toilets, she gets mythicized as the monster, and her slimy orphaners are written as the heroes. Heroically died defending the village from the evil ogre. Do the roar, baby girl. The wronged needest good cry. And good whack! Ogerpon's battle genetics rival that of Skyman in GSC Celebi for the strongest the grass type has ever seen. Meowscaradian stat spread with similarly horse signature move and most
the mask.
flagship
Wellspring,
abilities,
the fire.
types, and forms linked to any of the 3 alternate masks. Hearthflame, Cornerstone, and Wellspring energized her with extra fire, rock, and water power and armor, and the disgusting embody aspect, free boosting their own assigned stat just for terrestrializing. And by the way, the mask designs are incredible, with those nasty boosts stemming from memories tied to each mask. That brings me to my favorite thing about this Pokemon, the finer touches made to Ogerpon's legend and mechanical design intensify a captivating concept which masks bring to life. The true power of gifts. The inanimate coming alive by the very passion they beget. From a precious something or somebody passing their heart over an object on its way into our hands. It's like a little piece of them lives within. Ogerpon's so goddamn strong, handily 1v3ing overwhelmingly advantaged elemental counters with nothing but a fucking stick because of the teal mask. A treasured gift made by and now made of a soul most loved. Sure, the Terra crystals chiseled into it helped, thank you, Georgie, but Jolly Green Girl Boss Gremlin leads her own little slice of world-warping loss of family with astounding agency as well. Scarlet and Violet hand those out like pizza.
Amen. And the number 1. Let's see it.
Imposing, a conduit for drama, a guide from the shadows, a noble, damaged soul, a lawless deviant, a shrouded super soldier, an epitome of interpretive design, an instrument of darkness, and a friend in fiend's armor. All rare special roles assigned by the power of hiding your face. And yet, for the ultimate masked figure, each and every one is nothing less than days he survived.
Oh, Meta Knight! No! Fair enough. One of the first.
Surprised? You've much yet to learn. Of course, an excursion under the wonders of the artificial face would conclude with the franchise so invisibly preciously mysterious. Kirby games wear an adorable smile for all to see. But behind it is an unrivaled cosmic thriller for we passionate few to believe. And at the heart of it all, the most important character in the series, Meta Knight.
Kirby's right there.
Did I stutter?
Stutter.
A milestone in mystical badassery. Galaxia's one and true master is designed and framed in such a way that he feels like the key, the all-answering secret to every unknown. Look at how dense this guy's significance is. One moment he's a rival, another he's a friend. Sometimes he saves us, sometimes we save him. Sometimes he's damn near omniscient, sometimes he's none the wiser. Empyrean entities assume his form almost as much as they do DDD. This level of dramatic versatility is not side character coded. Remarkably, this all but confirmed member of Kirby's still unnamed species shares a fascinatingly limited link to the copy essence, being exclusively and permanently locked to Wing, Tornado, and Sword. Combined with the ability to actually speak, he reads as a fully grown, possibly ancient Kirby. Do they only keep their 3 favorite abilities when they grow up? Are they even supposed to grow up? This makes his unsolved relationship with Kirby phenomenally haunting. What is he? His long-lost big brother? His failed predecessor? His father? Him from a distant doomed universe? You don't just randomly wake up as arguably the most heroic being in the entire canon for Meta Knight to resent every one of Dark Matter's infinite forms so comprehensively to the point where he can partially predict its strategies. He knows. He suffered its evil before, and though those he protects with his
basically
life,
the Kirby Batman.
cherish the day he finally opens his heart. It must be respected why that scares the strongest swordsman in the universe to death. And that's the strongest word of all. Why? Why is Meta Knight ashamed of his face? Why does Kirby matter to him so much? What happened to this once hopeful star child? With how detailed, umbral, and no-holds-barred beautiful endgame Kirby lore gets, any of those answers would be unbelievable. But I also think it's incredible and special that we can still ask these questions. This character has achieved the intense mystique of a Darth Vader that was never explained or saved, and has kept it protected for over a quarter of a century. Mark my words, the franchise's first ever mystery will also be its very last. The pink puffball may keep us playing, but it's the deep indigo duelist which keeps all of Dreamland dreaming. And that's why Meta Knight is not only the greatest masked figure in gaming, but of all time. Know not of his past, nor his present, but hail his future as legend.
Victory is my destiny.
This is being Faffel's minion. Woo, Meta Knight, fuck yeah!
Yeah, honestly, I think Meta Knight really did deserve the win. But what do you guys think? You think he earned it? Let me know. Well, until next time, I'll see you for the next one. Adios!